Hello, and welcome to the Borealis Experience. I'm your host, Aurora, and I'm really happy to be spending some time with you today. I hope you're doing well. It is December 8th. No, it's actually December 9th. Some people are getting really anxious about Christmas already. I hope you can take it in a very relaxed way and that you don't get too stressed out and that you just enjoy some time with family or friends or people that you care about. And I truly hope that you're not going to be too lonely, especially now with COVID. It can be very difficult logistically and everything. So in these times, it is even more important than ever to be able to count on yourself, to know that you have tools that anchor you down, that center you, that ground you, and make you feel good no matter what is happening outside of you. It is truly important for me to help people be more themselves, more centered, more grounded because of what's going on at the moment. And please know that I'm the kind of person who is right among you, beautiful people. I'm not hovering above you and got it all figured out. I have my deep struggles. I have my depression, my constant friend that I need to embrace, sometimes harder than other times. And I'm with you in this, and I share what has helped me in the past and what helps me in the moment. So everything I share here is just my experience, my opinions. And I'm not a medical doctor. But I still feel I could bring value into your life. If you want to support this show, please don't hesitate and hop over to Apple Podcast and leave me a review there. It would mean the world to me because that's kind of the podcaster's currencies. That's how we compete with each other, and that's how I can, receive honest feedback from you as well. And when other people can read this, they can kind of see what my show is about and what you were learning and feeling while listening. And then they can decide for themselves if it's of value to them or not. So let's hop into today's episode. I'm a little bit nervous about this episode because I care so much about this topic and I'm very vulnerable when it comes to that topic. Just a heads up, I'm super excited to post this today on December 9th, 2021. So let's go. Abusing yourself into health, abusing yourself into happiness. What do I really mean by that? What I mean by that is that sometimes we have experienced something in our lives that was very uncomfortable, that we don't want to experience again. And we've learned back then that changing our lifestyle, eating healthily, exercising on a regular basis can make you feel better. But some of us, me included, we do this, we engage in exercising and food change habits, or however you call it, to the nth degree. And what I mean by that is that exercising becomes so important in your life that you start neglecting your real well-being and your relationships especially. But you're starting to engage in exercising because you've learned, okay, that's going to make you feel good. I want more of this. So if I exaggerate, it's going to make me the happiest, healthiest person in the world, right? Well, that's not how it goes. And that's what I've learned approximately 10 years ago, that if you do engage in exercising with the wrong intentions, so wanting to belong, wanting to be independent, wanting to be strong and resilient, wanting to be healthy, then you start losing other very valuable things in your life. And don't get me wrong, it is super cool to have a constant, consistent practice. But what I want to encourage you to look at today is that we need a balance. You need days off. You can't be too rigid about your routine, because then that again is going to feel like a chore, like a duty. And you're going to make people feel neglected as well. Maybe you've had to work or live through a lot of loneliness, and the gym, exercising, gave you a sense of belonging. And you met a couple really good friends there. And that's an awesome thing. But I also want you to look at your relationships outside of your gym and how you take care of those. And how you, engage with strangers on the street. Are you open-hearted, or are you very narrow-minded and you just want to get from A to B as fast as possible? I think you get what I mean. If we get too narrow-minded with our focus, we're actually harming ourselves instead of doing ourselves a favor. Same goes with emotional health, with happiness. It is a little bit different there, because there it has more to do with how we feel internally and then how we show up to other people. But it is really important that when we don't feel good, that we validate that. When you're sad, when you're angry, when you're frustrated, that you find a way to express yourself in the most mature way possible. But at the same time, it is important to not, how do I put it into words? To not think that, okay, this is how it is now, and you're going to be depressed for the rest of your life, and this is who you are, so you totally identify with your pain, and you kind of sit in that pain longer than necessary. That is not what I mean by that. What I mean by that is truly expressing yourself and honoring how you feel, validating how you feel, and then knowing that you will reach out for help if necessary, and you will not put on a mask until then. Because there might be people in your life that have a difficult time when you're not feeling well. Because maybe you are their provider, maybe you are their constant support and cheerleader, their rock. And now, if you decide to be sitting with your pain for a little longer than they feel like is good, they're going to try and get you out of that. And also because they care for you and because they don't want you to suffer, but also because they want you to see strong. They can't see you in a situation where they can't 100% depend on you. Do you understand what I mean? Like it's a really tricky situation. So on one side, you need to honor and validate that you are in pain. Second part is to not overindulge in secondary gain, right? Because all of a sudden you can lean back, maybe people call more often or really take care of you physically, and it starts to feel nice to be in that position, and then you see no point in getting any better. So to find a balance there, I want to honor it, but I also want to help myself. And when it comes to other people, to express how you feel, and then to not wait and see if they validate how you feel, because some people will not. And the people who will are the people that you can keep very close and they can help you get better. But the people who are impatient for you to get better and are not trusting you to get better anytime soon, you just keep them at a gentle distance. And you don't, let them bully you out of your situation. You have to heal at your own pace. I'm an expert in pushing these feelings away and wanting to be the strong shoulder. And I've done it so many times that I've burned myself out, literally. And it was not fun, because then it takes even longer to get back onto your feet, right? I always let people distract me and entertain me. And then I thought, it's not that important anyways, my pain. And I'm going to go with them and let them distract me. But it was not the right thing to do for me. So I want to talk about it because I feel it is really important to honor your feelings and to know that it is okay to feel really shitty at times. And it will get better, and you will fight your way out of it. But it has to be your own journey, right? One day you're going to look back and be so proud of yourself, and you will be able to share your story and help other people. If you let other people distract you, if you distract yourself, then it will just be longer suffering. So when it comes to abusing yourself into being healthy and happy, I feel it's important to, I don't know how to say it, not call people out on it, but to cut through people's bullshit. And to, next time when you feel that someone is overdoing it, like overcompensating, so they're actually not feeling good and they want to show up as the strong person in front of you, you just cut through the bullshit and you ask them, hey, what's really going on? Are you okay? And some people might totally reject you because it's painful that now people can see that you're not actually happy. But I think it is important for you, my dear listener, to be equipped with these tools, because sometimes we do this unconsciously and sometimes other people do it unconsciously. And it is your choice if you call them out on it or not. I want, as a society, that we become more transparent and more resilient to stress in being more transparent, because it is incredibly liberating if you find people around you where you can just say, hey, I'm having a shit phase. I will be back soon. Don't worry. And if you choose to wait for me, wait for me. If not, that's okay as well. Like, I think now that the whole mental health stigma is shifting and more people are coming out and talking about their depression, about their eating disorders or whatever problem they have, we become more honest, and honesty results in more resilience. I'm very, very convinced about that. So I think that's it for today. That is my little message for you. I've bullshitted myself for many, many years. And now I'm happy to know that I can be more and more honest with myself and with the people around me. And when people do not validate how I feel, then I'm still there for myself. And that feels incredibly empowering. And I want everybody who's listening to experience the same. I would burn to know what your thoughts are. Like, I would love this to be a dialogue more than a monologue. So if you have any thoughts and feelings coming up, please share them with me on Facebook underneath my post here regarding the episode, and or shoot me a message. Let me know that you are a listener and that you want to comment on my latest episode, and I will make sure that I get back to you, because I'm very curious to know how you experience this, or maybe you know somebody who is suffering and they keep abusing themselves and they think that a healthy, beautiful body is all that it takes to be happy, but that is not the truth. We can be totally dead inside and close to a heart attack, even though we exercise all the time and run around all the time and drink our juices and eat our broccoli, right? It's emotional health. It is deep connection to other people that we also need to be healthy. I'm getting really emotional here towards the end. I don't know why. No, I know why. It is because it is such a dear topic to me. And I'm just gonna let you go now. Feel free to reach out, to post, and to let other people learn about you. And I will be out there very soon again. Thank you so much for listening. I appreciate you endlessly.